Okay, hi. This is our first episode of Bad Marriage for Life, episode 1.
Yes.
Me and Vic are going to now do a weekly show to talk about, well, our bad relationship.
It's terrible.
And we're going to talk to other couples because what... Can you turn off the music?
Oh, my bad. I was listening to Sade.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Sade's good, but
Yes,
like...
you gotta be relaxed for this whole situation.
All right.
Hold on a second.
That's not a whole... Okay.
Okay. You gotta have background music.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Always we're fighting over the music.
This
like
is therapy music.
he doesn't understand. Like I'm on the radio all day, and
Wow.
I would like to have some quiet once in a while. Every time I come home from the radio station, it's like it's a party back here.
I've been in the clubs all my life.
Yeah, well, me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I love the music.
So anyway, my name is Jenny Boom Boom, and this is Vic.
Just Vic.
And hi, Timothy. So we decided that after seeing the whole. All right, what are you drinking?
Oh, I gotta drink through this.
All right, you're really
This is
gulping. Like I can. What are you drinking? Rum?
Well, it's a combination of rum and Jack Daniels and Coke. I didn't
Okay.
want to,
I guess I should somehow get him some sort of rehab, but okay.
No, I started off with ginger ale, and I was on the little bit left in the ginger ale, so I said, you know what? I went for the second cup, so I added the Coke.
Okay. So anyway, we decided, hi Ronnie, that we were going to just, after seeing the Will Jada situation, and, I was kind of a little floored about it. Were you? I mean, we heard over the years that there was like a lot of sex going on with other folks, right? But, the fact that they were just able to kind of just sit there and be like, what they say at the end, the bad boys thing, and they said bad marriage for life.
Yeah.
We were like, you know what? We have a really bad marriage too, and we thought maybe.
Wait, that's not what happened. You're lying.
That was my thought.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
No, okay.
No. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I really didn't give a damn about the whole Will and Jada thing.
Yes, you did, because you said you watched it.
I watched it in the morning while I was taking the shit. My first shit of the
Stop
day.
it,
Oh, excuse me, my fault.
Stop swearing.
While I was using the restroom.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was first restroom break of the day. So, that's when I'll get a chance to look at stuff. Other than that, I really don't care.
Okay, all right.
But anyway, she decided.
Right, so I was
to come up with this.
because
and
I want.
She asked me, and I said okay.
Right, because
And that's my contribution, and I'm here.
Okay, so thanks, Vic, for all that commentary. Appreciate
Okay.
it. So the point is that when Will and Jada sat across from each other and talked about it, and the fact that she admitted that she, had a relationship with August Alsina, and Will Smith, I mean, we've heard, about stuff with him over the years too. I was like, I felt that even though I felt sad for them, the fact that they were separated at one point, and the fact that, she felt that she needed an outside relationship and Will Smith needed outside stuff over the years too, I thought it was very honest and real about how relationships really are. Because when you meet somebody, like, okay, so your dream relationship would be that you meet somebody and you fall in love and you get married, you have children, and you live happily ever after, right? I mean, isn't that what you were taught growing up?
Yes.
That's what I was taught. So, like, when I used to play with my Barbies, like, they would fall in love and be together, right? So my thing is like, I really thought that that's how my life was going to be. Like, I was going to find someone, marry them, and have kids and live happily ever after. Unfortunately, I didn't take that path, right? Because I got pregnant in high school, and I had my son, and then I got pregnant with 2 other kids later on, my daughters, and then me and Vic got together, and we had 2 more kids together, okay? So that's my Jada path. But the point being is that even with us, right, me and Vic have been together now how long?
Very long time.
Yeah,
yes.
18 years, I think. 18 years now, right?
Yes.
Our relationship is just really not happily ever after. And I kind of feel...
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest.
You're not happily ever after with me.
I'm going to be completely honest with you and stuff,
You don't think about it.
I'm just happy to be here and stuff, every day that I wake up is a blessing. And, we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right, but
everything after that is a bonus. I'll take care of my family. I'll take care of my kids. I'll take care of you, regardless of what you think. Yeah. Okay.
I ain't got no...
That's it. As far as that whole
Yeah.
Will and Jada situation, as I was watching, I was just thinking, this is none of my damn business. And stuff.
No, but I thought it was very honest about the fact that they talked about how relationships evolve, because it's kind of like you don't and even when, what did they use the term? They used it like they weren't married anymore. They were like in a lifetime partnership. And I kind of feel like that's who we are.
Right.
We're like lifetime partners. So we've been through a lot of stuff, right? So, I mean, but we choose to stay together, even though I threaten you every day that I'm going to leave you. Every day.
Every day. Okay.
And when he's laying in bed at night, I'm like, I'm going to leave you for someone better.
Yeah, while she's thinking all of that, I'm just thinking of God. What am I going to watch in the morning before my day starts? Because I always try to watch a show and stuff. You know, I went through a Little House on the Prairie phase during this whole situation. Now
Okay,
I'm
let me tell you that.
How
Okay,
to Get Away with Murder,
right?
and
So,
stuff, which is good.
yeah,
6 episodes on Netflix.
It drives me nuts how
Yeah.
much TV he watches, especially during this pandemic, right? Because he's working from home. He watches so much TV. I get into the living room in the morning. He's like in season 6, episode 8 of some show because he can't stop watching it. It's oh my God,
You got to multitask.
It's incredibly.
So wait a minute.
It's
Let's
incredibly
clear
annoying.
Wait a
It's
minute.
incredibly
Hold
annoying.
on, because right now
It's very annoying.
Right now you're painting a bad picture of me right now. So,
Okay, I'm painting a bad picture.
Let's not make this out to be like I'm some lazy.
No, you're not lazy. You're just really
sitting around
obsessed with
watching
TV.
TV all day. I keep a schedule.
Right.
I'm up before everybody.
He
I
is,
get
he
up
is
at
a-
5 a.m.
Okay,
every morning.
you're getting very preachy,
I
so-
got a schedule and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
while you still sleeping,
Right? Yeah.
and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
and
am
stuff.
sleeping.
I
I
get
am.
a lot. I get
Okay.
a lot done, including watching my shows that I like to watch.
Right.
I'm 46 years old.
Yeah.
Shit. You know
A
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
TV. A lot of TV.
Hey, I'm gonna do what I do.
Okay.
And stuff. That's it. The bills are paid.
Or how about this is the other thing? Like if I come home from the station, sometimes he's like on the furniture laying there.
Again.
Like at 6 at night, he's laying there.
Again.
And I'm like, why are you laying down?
Because while you sleeping,
It drives me so.
I get so
crazy.
much done.
It drives me crazy.
I get up about 4 hours
Okay,
before
how
her.
about
And in
this?
4 hours,
How about
I
this
done went to
scene?
Lowe's,
How about
to the supermarket, came back, made breakfast for everybody, including myself and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unloaded and loaded the dishwasher
Yeah, he
and
does
put
do
in
that, he
like
does. He does a
three-
lot of stuff,
and
yeah.
put in like 3 loads of laundry. So
Okay.
if I want to lie down at 6 p.m. because I want to lie down, goddamn it, I don't care what nobody else thinks.
Or how about this? We plan for it to happen, okay? Because we have to plan. We have a very small house, a lot of kids living here, right? A lot of kids. And so we have to wait for everyone to fall asleep. So you have to be on my team of, all right, we're going to stay up. So once the kids fall asleep, it's going to happen, right? Yo, every time he falls asleep. Well, every time.
So the reason I fall asleep is, first of all, I have a rule with the children that they are not allowed to talk to me after 10 p.m.
Yeah, he does. Which I think is kind of
unless
a
it's
little
an
rude.
emergency.
It's a little rude.
I don't want to have no conversation. It can wait till tomorrow.
Right.
The problem is she keeps talking to them after 10 p.m. So by the time 12:30, 1 o'clock roll around a.m., after a couple of episodes of what I like to watch, and the fact that I'm getting back up around 5 a.m., you done missed your window.
So I missed my window.
You talk
of
to the kids.
Passionate
That's you. There's
lovemaking.
There's no plan. We gotta plan it. How you gonna try to blame me when you're not sticking to the plan? We're supposed to be a team here against the children. We love the children, but when it comes to that, we have to be a team. Yeah, you're not doing your part. I'm doing mine.
So anyway, it's been a really long time now. Like, what is it, April?
Listen, I don't have exact
It's July.
dates, and I'm gonna be honest with you.
April.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really.
It's July.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really need you putting our business out there as far as the amount of time or whatever, because that's my goddamn business.
July.
That's it, you know. But
April.
So it sounds to me like you've been messing up since April. That's exactly. You just admitted to
Then
yourself.
I'll say, okay.
Yes.
No,
You have not been sticking
all right.
to the plan.
But then I'll say, hey, let's call the older kids and have them like pick up Sasha or Max so we can have some time alone, right? Because we
You
want a little
don't
time
say
alone.
that.
No, he always
You
says
don't say
no.
that.
He says this.
You're
No,
lying.
I'm not, because even tonight I was like, okay, with Olivia. Okay, He says you call them and you ask them.
Yes.
I'm supposed to always call
Absolutely.
the kids
You got
to arrange for the other kids to leave so we can have time alone.
You like talking to them a lot. I don't. I love them. Don't get it wrong. I love my children and stuff like that. But there's so much conversation I could take on a daily basis.
Young Freezy wants to chime in, I think. Let's see.
Let Young Freezy chime in.
Yeah.
He's probably going to say, I would have hated this in April. I would have did your girl. Hey, listen.
You would have done me right.
Yeah, he would have did you right, but he would have had to handle
Hi, Young Freezy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Where are you from?
Washington State.
Oh,
West Coast.
Washington State. What up?
I was gonna say I go through that often, so I feel your pain on both sides. You know what I mean?
There's a balance here. You got to do your part.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My fault. My bad.
No, you're good. I see it from both sides. I see it as, I have kids too, so we wait till the kids go to bed. But sometimes we're both tired. But there's some times where it's the kids all the time. I love my kids, but we need some time.
The kids talk too much, don't they? You can say it. They talk too much. Kids like we love.
I got an 8 and a 9-year-old, so
there you go.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old pain. I got one here. And I got a 16-year-old.
I'm scared. I'm not there yet.
But we just got rid of 2. They got their own places.
Yeah. So for a minute, I was dealing with a 24-year-old
and 22.
and a 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were all here.
She wasn't doing her part.
I'm not doing my part.
You're
Yeah.
not doing your part.
So let me ask you a question. Like, do you guys, your home, is it a bigger home, a smaller home? Because we have a smaller home, and I feel like everybody can hear everything. That's why we can't get our
We have a small home, so
yes. You got to be quiet.
Oh, yeah. Especially
She understands the pain.
It's
the worst.
You got to strategically find spots on the bed
Hey,
that's quick.
listen, the other day, we told the kids to go outside and play. Just go.
Go outside and play. But they don't. They come back.
Yes.
They come back.
But you can't send them outside at midnight.
No, you can't.
No.
This is like during the day.
During the day.
You send them outside at midnight, you're going to have the police over here.
No, they're asleep by then.
And DCF.
Yeah.
They're asleep by then.
Yeah. So, Young Freezy, I said to him earlier, I sent him like a text when I was on the air earlier, and it was like, kind of graphic, but I thought, you get into it or something. So then he's like, oh, I didn't even see your text. My phone's over there. I said, well, who's been looking at your phone all day? Like, I'm now worried the kids saw it. Secondly, he says, oh, well, if you're worried about that, we can just go down the cellar because we got that futon bed down there. I go, you want to have sex in the cellar?
I'm like, I got a 9-year-old.
We don't have a finished basement, Freezy. It's like it's dusty.
Yesterday, she was wearing pheromones yesterday, and she was, she was working from home, and she's just coming in and checking, like, what are you doing? You need to do something with your life. Come on, like messing with me. But I didn't know that. We had a full-blown argument last night, like a full-blown argument. She's like, I was trying to get you the whole time, and you didn't know. I'm like, no, I was literally sitting on my couch watching TikTok, and she's like, you couldn't tell I came out 3 times out of my bedroom.
Because she's frustrated? She's frustrated?
She wasn't frustrated. She was like, you didn't get the hint at all. I didn't really, like, no, I just thought you wanted me to get up and do something with my life. I just
had to spell it out. She was supposed to spell it out, to just come and say, why you hinting? We're not in we're not in high school and stuff like that, just say it and stuff. That's what she should have did and stuff,
But I do that too. I'm mean.
Yeah.
I become abusive because I'm like, I just feel like I need my back blown out.
I feel like blowing some backs out. But she's not doing her part.
What's my part? I don't understand.
You not doing your part as far as regulating and ladies, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying women's supposed to be with the children, because listen, when she was sending that text, I was in the pool with my 9-year-old entertaining them.
Right.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's a role you need to play. She likes to talk to the children more than me. I love the children, but she conversates with them. I play with them more. and stuff. My son, my 9-year-old, that's my best friend
Yeah.
and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
He's more hands-on with the
yes,
kids.
and
But
stuff. So she's got to do. You know, she's not doing her
and then
part.
I said, okay, so let me ask you a question. Have you guys done any like date nights or anything since this whole thing's happening? Because we have done nothing.
I think
It's not going to go out anywhere. We don't feel comfortable with it. But we took a drive last Friday and picked up food together.
We went to
we've had like a couple like where, you know, we had a date day. We've had nights where the kids, like, if we have two, one of them's gone, and you know, we haven't done like a full like the kids aren't here for the weekend like type thing. But
listen, you doing what you got to do. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
But I would like gladly take 2 hours. Okay, so wait, I get home.
People are dying.
I'm going to tell him a couple weeks ago. I came home, and Vic is sitting here. He goes, all of the kids are gone. He's like, they're gone. The kids took the other kids. They're gone for like hours, Jenny. Hours.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh my God. So he's like, you want to get in the pool? What do you want to do?
God.
So we're in the back. We're getting kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? On the patio, chilling. It's a little bit romantic. He's just about to get me in bed. We're like walking into the house. Guess who shows up? All the kids. All the kids. Now, they told us, supposedly they guaranteed him like 3 hours. We spent 1 hour on the back patio. We walk into the house. I'm like, I'm going to be able to bang out for like I got 2 hours of banging out to do, right?
Right.
They were all standing there like, hey, Mom. It's the worst.
Yeah.
And she's up there trying to rush the older ones that have grandkids.
No, I don't. Not.
Oh, yes, you do.
I just said I want.
She's always talking. Oh, I can't wait. You can drop them off at the house.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
where are you going to be?
I'm
getting an RV.
Yes. That's my retirement plan. I'm going to get an RV and drive all around this motherfucking country.
That's exactly what my wife says. She wants an RV. I'm like, I don't feel like doing all that.
No, you gotta get an RV. You gotta get some good shit. Just, you know, you see people. Listen, you said like this. Listen, I'm on my last one. He's 9 years old. I love him. I love my children. But listen, and stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm gonna take care of you. But when it's time for you to be an adult, go be an adult and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Fact though.
You be talking all that shit from 13 to 18 to 21. I'm grown and all that bullshit, or whatever stuff. Go be an adult. I got you. I got your back, but go be an adult. So I'm trying to raise them right, ship them out.
Yeah.
Hey, my father said the same thing. Hey, 18, see you later.
Right. Well, I really hope that everything works out for you and your wife, and you guys are able to like have good sex and like go on a date.
Sex. God, we had sex twice yesterday. We're good.
Why are you on here complaining right now then?
Huh?
Why are you on here complaining?
No, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like,
he just wanted to call him. He just wanted to call Ambassador Glory.
He wanted to brag.
Yes, he was calling.
You're actually bragging.
He probably not even sitting.
You know what we're dealing with, and you're bragging.
He's probably floating.
No,
right
I'm not bragging. No, but what I'm saying is, I've been where y'all been at. I've been there. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he was giving us advice. Oh,
yes,
shit.
I've been there.
Oh, shit.
Where you're like, man, I've been there. I'm not bragging. No, I'm not a bragger.
He's like a guru, right? You like a guru
You're
right
a guru.
now. You like floating. You probably floating right now. You ain't even sitting on the chair.
I mean, trust me. Trust me. I've been where you've been at. Trust me. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
I know, especially in the middle of a pandemic. People.
Yeah.
Who you telling?
Yeah.
Who are you telling?
All right. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you chiming in.
Nah, not a problem. You guys take care. You guys have a good one. Stay safe out here.
Thank you very much. Craig G, by the way, asked if you were Vic's cousin. He just typed that. He was attacking Vic's cousin.
Oh, cousins.
Yeah, somehow, some way. You guys take it easy.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
I really like that. I like talking to him because I feel like, you know, I got getting some more perspective here with this whole thing. If you're just joining us, me and Vic are now doing on Thursdays at 7 o'clock a Bad Marriage for Life IG because we feel like, Vic is heavily drinking right now.
Yeah, matter of fact, can you talk for a second? I'm going to go get a refill. I'll be right back.
Wait, don't you have to like go somewhere in a little while?
You going to drive?
Why is the seat wet where you were sitting, and why are your pants so wet?
I got out of the pool.
Oh. Anyway, so we decided to do this because after, if you're just joining us, I'll explain. After seeing Will and Jada talk about like their marriage, I was really inspired because I feel like people always believe, right? You're going to get married and live happily ever after and everything's going to be great. And then you get into this situation where you're just kind of like in this relationship and you have to figure out if you're going to stay or if you're going to go. Hi, Jack Thriller. I love you. And you have to figure out, are you going to stay in the relationship or are you going to go? Get what I'm saying? So like me and Vic, believe it or not, because people will see us out all the time together, right? We have a beautiful friendship, but I'm not really quite sure. Like, you know, I don't know what's going to happen in the future or whatever, but we feel like we have a bad marriage, you know, because we don't really, you know, have that live happily ever after the whole tone to our situation, which, like I said, you believe that you're going to have from the time that you're young. You believe that you're going to find somebody and you're going to get married. First of all, you're going to get engaged, right? You're going to have this big wedding and you two are going to live happily ever after. You're going to have kids and you're going to be so happy and blissfully happy. So seeing Will and Jada talk about their situation in the day really inspired me because I felt like even though people are like really, they're making fun of Will Smith and, you know, they're talking about the Jada and August Alsina thing, people do drift apart and things, you know, do change as relationships go on. They really do. And it can be hard sometimes, you know, and
Oh, back.
what I will say is I really love their honesty. I love the fact that they were able to, you know, just talk honestly about it. So I figured, why can't we talk honestly about these situations, you know, because we just, you know, we don't know which direction to go in. We have no idea.
We don't.
Well,
I went to get a drink. I don't know what deep talk journey started while I was gone. It's not like that, but I'm back. It's not like that, but what were you saying?
Vic, what up, Vic?
What up? What's good, baby?
There's Lou. Remember for the Meek Mill concert?
Yeah. I see you. What's good, family?
What up, baby? What's going on?
That's my Meek Mill party.
Yeah, man. What's going on? How you?
I'm good. You see, she got me on this shit, right? Oh,
Yeah, I see. Yeah. That's why I said, let me punch in and say what's up real quick.
I'm not supposed to curse. I keep forgetting.
Okay. How y'all doing, though? Everything good? How the family? Everybody good?
Yeah.
how you doing? How's your family?
Everybody good. My wife over here. Everybody good.
Tell her I said hello.
Babe, Jenny said hi.
Let me ask you a question. Quick question. How many kids you dealing with over there?
Hey,
Jimmy.
4.
Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you.
Hey, Vic.
We dealing with 4.
4. Okay. See, so you understand. You understand the situation. You got to do her part.
Oh, man.
I don't know if you just are joining us now, but we were talking about the fact that, you know, especially during this whole quarantine, we've been having a hard time. Like our relationship, especially, is really being affected by the fact that we have all the family around. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of folks in the house. Our oldest, Olivia, and some are both got apartments, but they're still coming back and forth.
He said, "Oh God."
They're still coming back. But we still got, you know, the younger ones here, and we're having a real hard time trying to figure out like how we can proceed to try to have like a date night even or something because we just can't. It is no intimacy.
I know, it's just crazy. We just all locked in the house together.
Oh my God, my 9-year-old with this Fortnite.
Yo,
this V
hold
buck.
on. Look, this all day. Look,
Wait a minute. Aquaman dropped today.
and he trying to get it right now. That's all he been thinking about. That's all he keeps thinking about. I just keep swiping my card up there. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And it's so hard because you can't do nothing because these kids, they're here every second.
They just on your back.
Yeah.
All day.
Let she talk to them.
All right, enough. Bye.
All right, y'all. But listen, y'all have a good night. Thank you for pitching me in. I appreciate it. Nice seeing y'all. All right, Vic. All right.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, here we are.
How many minutes are we in?
We're in 29 minutes.
Well, that's it, right?
Well, I mean, we'll stay for a couple more minutes just in case
Oh.
anybody else wants to talk to us. But you're drinking really heavily during this. I'm just really worried about the
Well, this
situation.
is like a drinking situation.
Is
I'm
it?
gonna be honest with you. Yes, absolutely.
Why?
You first of all, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You know, I'm not as transparent as Jenny. And so,
Right?
you know,
Yeah.
She, you know, and
Yeah.
she's great at what she does because of her transparency.
Wow.
So,
Thank you.
know, yes, absolutely.
Wow.
Come on. I'm your biggest supporter. And so, you know, so me, I'm a more laid back, mind your goddamn business type of person.
Oh yeah.
And so,
He is. He shares very little information.
Yes. And so,
Like very little. I give it all.
Yes.
If I'm talking to somebody, they know everything. He's like, why are you telling them all that?
Yes. And so, you know, and then part of.
But I'm a very honest person.
Yeah, I'm honest too. And stuff. Okay. No, I'm honest too, but I just really.
You're not always honest.
No, I lie when I need to lie in order to lie because the lie is needed. You feel me?
Okay.
And so, okay.
Sure.
All right. Yes. Okay. So, but
Yeah.
me, I'm just kind of like I really don't care what nobody else thinks.
Right.
To be honest
Well,
with
you
you,
just put fire.
Yeah, I really don't care what no one else thinks because
But
and I'm not a judgmental person.
Okay, but
So-
this is also okay. Let me just explain something.
Explain something.
Okay, so where Vic grew up, people weren't very detailed on like conversation. Meaning, like he grew up in the Bronx, right? So he like did right.
Yes. Okay.
So you
I'm
like you didn't share anything that you didn't need to share.
absolutely.
Am I wrong in saying that?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Well, listen.
I'm asking you. Am I
No,
wrong?
no, you're not wrong at all,
Okay.
and stuff like that. So
Okay.
let me give you a background on me. I grew up in the Bronx during the crack era.
He always says that.
Okay, so anybody who knows during
He
the
always
crack
says
era,
that during
in
the
the
crack
Bronx,
era.
shit
I'm
was
gonna
crazy.
put that on your gravestone.
Shit was
Grew
crazy.
up in the Bronx during the crack era.
Shit, Craig, you know.
Craig's not even
Craig,
on here anymore.
well, I don't know if
think.
he on there or not, but whoever. And so Craig grew up in Harlem. I grew up in the Bronx during the
Okay.
crack era.
Okay, during the crack era, we have to make sure. They call us 1 second ago. Look, I declined.
Yes. So you keep your
She knows we're doing this, and she still tried to call. Oh, Craig said Gun Hill Road.
No, man, I grew up on 188th in Elm Place, around the corner from VIM, between Fordham and 188, 188, Webster Avenue,
You grew up
T-Bar,
off of
Elm Place,
Gun Hill Road.
Marion,
Okay.
okay,
Stop yelling
Valentine,
and-
all right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
and so yeah, I keep,
Oh, what was that?
And-
So just to let you know, I grew up in Westchester,
yes, whole different situation.
and then I was in Rhode Island. Grew up there
yes,
too,
whole different
and
situation.
then came to Connecticut.
When I wanted to see water, I had to go to City Island.
No. I was like, where is this conversation going? You had to see water.
Had to go
Pause.
to City Island,
Pause.
get some shrimp and stuff at the end.
Craig
Okay.
said Larry Davis.
Oh God.
Bobby Santana.
Yes, I was around when they caught Larry Davis and stuff. All right,
Okay.
I remember that night. So anyway,
Hold on. Hi. Hi, Bobby Santana. Hi. Are you there?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
How are you, Bobby?
Am I?
Are you worried about Vic's drinking problem? Because I'm starting to get worried about it. Oh, look at that beard. I'm loving.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Bobby,
I'm gonna
girls
take you back.
like stuff like that. Just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm with the family. I'm with the wife, kids. Pleasure to meet you finally. I see you with the fam. I used to live in Rhode Island, Central Falls. I remember I used to. So that's why I've been 90, and then I moved back out here in 02.
All right, so
So
you in Rhode Island?
yeah, it's crazy. You in Buck.
man,
So when I moved out here, I'm like, wow, it's crazy. So pleasure, just honor, and it's been a long time. I'm dying to talk to Buck, cause
Okay, well,
I'm one of those things. Yeah, but I'm honored.
oh, no,
Thank you for
left.
Buck's in the pool.
yeah, much love, yo. Peace. Always.
People always think he's Buck. Everywhere we
No,
go, we're like,
yeah,
Buck, and he's
yeah,
like,
he did look just like him though.
Yeah, it's like I don't care.
you don't look like each other.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. It's like, as long as
Yeah.
whatever, let them think what they
Hey,
think.
yo, listen.
You trying
Look,
to get me.
I'm with Johnny Boom Boom.
Hi, how are you?
No, for real.
Hi.
Yo, this is family, my wife, my best friend Ricky Bailey. This is Miss. No, this the queen. Yeah,
Well, your porch is really nice. I've always wanted a nice porch
thank
in
you.
a house like that. I've never had one.
This is,
I
this,
did that.
yeah, thank you.
That's nice. So what are y'all doing tonight?
Well, just the kids, nothing really. Just the kids just enjoy the pool. It's cold today for the kids to be out, and it's chilly.
Yeah.
You feel it, yeah. But like I said, I'm gone. I was enjoying this pudding. I missed. I think senior made it. But like I said, I'm excited. Part of myself. Like I said, a pleasure. All right.
Thank you, Bobby. I
All
really
right. Bye bye. Love, peace and love.
Absolutely,
thank you
my
so
brother.
much. It was really nice. It's really nice
That's it.
talking to you. You tell everybody
Yeah.
hello and all the kids and everybody, okay?
Hey, yo, look me up, Gabriel. I sent Buck a request on Facebook, and I'm one of those fans. Like I've been listening forever. I mean, a long time.
Are you only
I'm
on
one of those
Well, you're on
guys.
Instagram too? So just why don't you type in your Instagram, or actually, I can.
Yeah.
So I will definitely go back and follow you tonight. Okay?
All right. Thank you, man. Bye bye.
Bye, Bobby. Take care.
Take care.
Good luck. So Sasha's on here. She's like, hey, parents. She already tried to interrupt it one time, and now she's on here
I
like, hey,
probably was
parents.
calling to be like, stop telling the business.
Yeah. So when we decided, can I tell you? So when we decided we were going to do this, I was like, we should do a bad marriage for life show on IG and just kind of talk about how bad our marriage is. But anyway, she said, who are you? Because I said, maybe we can help out some other couples and give out advice. She goes, who are you to give out advice? You guys need advice. That's what Sasha said.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I agree with her on that one. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not trying to give listen, if you're looking to me for therapy, I'm not the one. Because if you want to laugh, I'm here. That's it. But Jenny, I'm not giving advice to nobody.
Right, yeah.
Nothing like that. But we here, we having some
We're just,
fun.
I just felt like
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
right, and we just
some fun.
right, and we just need to. He's drunk. We just need to. Hi, B Dollars. Hi. We just need to, I think, talk openly about this whole relationship situation because, like I said, I don't understand. The relationships are nothing like you were taught they were going to be, right? I mean, like, we're really thinking we're supposed to be like blissfully in love right now.
Damn,
Are we blissfully in love?
that was deep.
Thank you.
God, she said,
Wait,
we are
can I-
blissfully not bliss-
Can I say
blissfully-
something to you too?
Say what you
I
got.
really loved how you used transparency in a sentence earlier. I have never used that word, I feel like.
I'm a very intelligent person.
You are, no, I'm not saying you're incredibly intelligent. Like, you went to college, you're incredibly intelligent.
I
You have an
just like to
intelligent job.
laugh.
But I'm just saying, no,
Well, thank you.
because I don't feel like I've ever used transparency
Well, thank you. I'll try
in
to
a
use.
sentence my whole life.
I'll try to use it more often.
That's good.
That's what I'm gonna do when we're in bed. I'm gonna be like, you want me to be transparent?
I feel like if he talked that way all the time, maybe I would have sex with you. No.
I'll be like, transparent, baby.
All right, stop touching me.
Yeah, I'm hugging her like this. Oh my God, look at it. We're
Okay.
loving.
All right.
You're so loving. We're loving.
All right. So anyway, yeah. So we're gonna do this Thursdays at 7, and if you want to join in, definitely you're always. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, keep laughing, okay? Please laugh with me. And you can always join in and kind of talk about your own situations too, because I feel like why is there so much phoniness that goes on with relationships too? Oh, and let me tell you something. One day there was one of Max's friends' moms come over, right?
Oh, wait, hold on. What are you about to say?
No,
'Cause
I'm not going to say her name.
around here.
I know, but I'm not going to say her name. She came over and she was talking all this stuff about her husband and how they're super unhappy and all this stuff. And I was like, well, damn, I've been seeing you on IG and you look so happy. And she goes, everybody looks happy on IG, right? It was like this. But that's the truth, right?
Listen.
So
that
you
ain't
see,
none of my business.
no, but if you scroll through like all the social media, right? You look on the. Oh, I thought that was Max.
Oh.
If you go through all the social media like Facebook and everything else, right? Everybody looks so happy with each other. Are they? Like, are they happy?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how you feel, but I'm ecstatic. I'm extremely happy. Like I said, every
You're
day-
happy with me. You're happy with me.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to be together with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if I didn't. Listen, I would have shit.
So
Listen,
what's the thing I always say when we fight?
I don't know.
I always
It's
say
about-
you're here because the kids live here.
Oh nah, man. Listen, I could do that from a distance. I love you. And stuff. You know what I mean? I ain't afraid to say it. Shit. Who gives a damn? And stuff. I ain't got to say it all
Wait
the
a minute,
time.
why did you even have to clean it up like that? Because you're like a man and you feel like you have to be like all, like how, like what was that?
Oh, excuse me. You want me to back up? I love you.
No, I'm just curious. Like, why did you feel like you had to clean it up? Like, I don't give a damn. Like, is it because you're?
Oh
a man?
no, because
Oh.
no, it's because I'm telling you what I would. Let me complete my statement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen, I
Yeah,
know
go
you
ahead.
like to cut me off. She does cut
I
me
do.
off a lot.
I cut him off so much.
And stuff like that.
But I feel like I cut everybody off.
Yeah, but
I almost
listen,
like when I'm talking to people, sometimes I'm like waiting for them to be done so I can get right in there.
Yeah, but I ain't everybody else. But anyway, and stuff, you know.
Okay.
All right.
Hi, Richie. I
Yes,
drove past
hello,
your
Richie.
barbershop the other day. All right, guys. Sorry.
Yes. So listen, I'm not here because of the children. The children are a bonus, also. And stuff, you know what I mean. I'm here because I love you. And so when we got together, you know, again, like you told them from the beginning, when you got together, you had 3 children and stuff, you know. So after I fell in love with you, I fell in love with the children too.
Right.
And stuff, and then we created 2 more on top of that. And so, you know. So has there been mistakes over the year? Hell yeah. I'm not a perfect person by far. And so, you know, but
We can get into that next week.
yeah, we're here.
He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. And shit like that, yeah. And so, yeah.
Well, because I made mistakes too.
We all have. And so,
I'm about to pull a Jada moment.
Oh,
I
she's
made
gonna
mistakes
put- yeah,
too.
she's gonna
No,
put-
I'm not.
Yes.
There's nothing that you don't know.
She's gonna be like, I fucked the Terminex guy. And so I'm like, oh shit, I knew it. I laughed at myself.
Sorry, I did not have sex with
Yeah.
Cody.
Ain't that-
Or Exterminator. I did not. What?
Anyway, like I say, I love you, so I'm here, and I'm here because I love you, and I'm here because I love the kids too. And
Right.
So that's it. So whatever. Again, every day that I wake up, we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
Every day I wake up, I'm good. And stuff.
It'd be nice
Everything
though.
else
Like, you know
after
what'd be
that,
nice
you
though?
cut me off again.
Oh, sorry.
Everything after.
I can't help myself.
Everything after. Everything after that.
I waited till the word stopped and I got
is a
right in there.
bonus.
Yeah.
And then she wonders why you don't want to talk so much, because every time I open my mouth you cut me off. And then she'd be like, you an introvert. No, I'm not. I'm a forced introvert.
But let her. No, what I want to say about that is a lot of men, they hold in a lot of emotion. They just do it. That's why men tend to die earlier in life than women, because men, like, they have heart attacks because they hi Max, you can come over here, that's okay, because they hold too much emotion and they don't let it out, so therefore that's why they die earlier in age.
Well,
And you do that, you like a whole, like your whole face, like you're all crunched up a lot, you're all hunched over, you look like
I'm thinking to myself,
you look like the
bullshit.
hunchback of Notre Dame.
That's what? No, that's because I'm thinking this is some bullshit and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that I'm dealing with right now. With everything else going on, we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because we are. And stuff.
Right, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to tell you, in every situation or whatever, so I don't really have too much time for emotion or whatever. I'm not saying that it's not good to be emotional and stuff, because you have to. Emotions rule the world and stuff, but logic saves our ass. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So and I'm always coming from a logical standpoint, and I gotta, and growing up in the Bronx during the crack era, you said
I'm getting you a
had
t-shirt.
to put a lot of logic.
I'm making you a
in the
t-shirt
play,
that I
moving
grew up
around.
in the crack era in the Bronx.
Emotions at a young age could get you in trouble. And so
Right,
and that's just been my mentality. I'm 46 years old. I ain't changing now, and I don't care who wants me to change.
What does that mean? What does that mean you're not going to change? Like, so if I was like, something is really...
Meaning I can't be...
All right, stop yelling.
Excuse me. Meaning...
The neighbors are going to get upset.
Oh, the neighbors are fine. They love me.
Craig said crack era, LOL.
Yes. Craig, no.
Craig, are you on crack or something? Like, how do we know? Like, Craig, are you selling crack? Like, what? Are you on crack?
You have to watch out for yourself. It wasn't normal just to go in the street and play stickball. You got to watch out for the crackheads and whatever stuff on top of everything else. You know what I'm saying? So it was. You couldn't just be a kid and stuff. You know what I mean? You could. I was a kid and I had fun or whatever stuff like that. But on top of that, you know what I mean? There were other things that you had to worry about or whatever and stuff. You had to be concerned about because crack was heavy. And it was changing it changed a lot of things and stuff, you know what I mean? So, and that's another reason why not to veer off or whatever and stuff, but as far as like with my son, and the way I watch him grow up, he reminds me of myself, when I was a child and stuff. But the difference with the way that he's growing up is that he can just be a kid and he doesn't have to worry about all the other stuff. I had to fight to be a kid and stuff, and that's the difference and stuff. When I say I grew up in the Bronx during the crack era.
So what was the main point of like? What was the point before all of that?
Oh, I don't know. You cut me off.
No,
so, yeah.
You said I don't want to veer off too. Like you.
Oh yeah.
Like,
excuse me.
What was before the veering off? Like, what are you talking about?
So back to what I was saying. I think we were talking about love and the fact that I love you and the fact that I'm here. And so,
okay.
Am I correct?
I have no idea.
We're all over the place.
Thank you. I appreciate you loving me, and that's very nice of you.
Yes, absolutely.
But would I like something like I would like to have some romance.
Me too.
There's no romance.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean you two? I'm the girl. Playing something nice.
It goes both ways.
Playing something nice.
I'm playing a lot of nice stuff. I do a lot of
so
nice things.
last Friday he goes, all right, we're gonna go take a drive. We're gonna take because I said we need to.
It was raining.
Okay, all right, it was raining. So Friday we said, okay, we said to Sasha, you're going to watch Max. Me and you are going to take a drive. We're going to go for a drive or go somewhere. Now we can't really go too many places because our son has underlying health issues. So it's not like we can we're not hanging out yet. Right. So he said, come on, let's go out. So we got in the car. We went where did we go? To CVS. We went to CVS. After CVS.
Extra bucks.
After CVS,
I had about $10.
I was treated to a run at the liquor store.
That's what got that Jack Daniels I'm drinking right now.
And then we decided to pick up some food from a local restaurant here.
The wings was banging.
So that's what we did.
Yeah.
And then we came home.
But wait.
That was our night out.
But wait. Wait a minute. Okay. You said all of that. And that's,
And that's the truth.
And that is the truth. Right. But let's also remind you that the truth is that 3 days before that, you were in charge of planning that Friday night.
Right. But there was nothing really to do.
So it wasn't me.
But
you're not doing your part.
How about if we but wouldn't it be nice to just I don't really like sitting in the lawn or anywhere or anything, but just getting away, just me and you for a day to do something, just us. I
agree 150%.
No, just to talk to each other, hang out, that's,
I agree 150%, but we are in the middle of a pandemic.
I know that, so we can't go to a hotel or anything.
Things are different.
Right, I know,
now.
but it'd be nice, if you maybe plan something nice.
No, it'd be nice if we plan something together.
Okay, I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
But there's nothing to do. We really just have to get rid of the kids.
I got a lot. I
gotta get kids out of here.
I carry a lot around here. As far as
Sasha wants to be in the thing.
I don't want to talk to my child. I'm saying they talk too much.
What is she gonna say? What is she gonna say?
Hey, Mom.
Hi.
Guess what?
Okay, what? We're in the middle of doing our Bad Marriage for Life show.
So we're at the library and there's a live concert going on.
Okay, great. That's great.
Isn't that awesome?
Concert going on at the
Why are you so close to the camera?
Oh, wow.
It's really good music.
Yes. All right. Well, put your mask
And they noticed us.
All right, well, put your mask back on. All right?
I'm outside. All right, bye.
Yeah, put your mask back on.
All right. Okay. So, Craig said we should go to the cul-de-sac to have sex, but then it's like the car thing. It's uncomfortable.
Craig, you should come over and watch the kids.
Come watch the kids. Bring over
Craig,
Ava and
Craig,
Mia.
yeah, you can come get in the pool, Craig, and
Yeah.
you can swim with the kids.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to your house and have
No,
sex.
I don't
Yes,
want
we're
to
gonna go to your.
have sex. No. I know, right?
That's it.
It's too much strategic planning.
Break out the top floor sheets.
There's too much. There's too much strategic planning around all of this as a parent, right? And I feel like I've been strategically planning. My oldest son, is 27.
Oh, we're not gonna even get into that.
No, he's 28. He just turned 28.
That's
Everybody
it.
has birthdays in the summer.
Yes. All right. Well, listen. Are we gonna wrap this up now, or how long are we looking? Like that. I think
Is it? So let me ask you about this experience.
we don't get 49 minutes.
Was this stressful for you, or?
I don't care because I don't really care what nobody over here thinks. And so I'm just
Well, was this fun for you, or did you like it?
Yeah, I'm fun with you.
Yeah.
This ain't
It was
my
nice.
first time being on
I really felt it was nice talking to other folks that are kind of dealing with the same thing we're dealing with.
That's nice that you think that. And so, then
It was nice.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. That's all.
Because you want to. Your son is 28. You don't look. Oh my God! It's 100 of 10 high. I don't look over 33 things. I'm 45. I had my son in high school. Yeah. Vic's mad now. Look.
Oh no, I thought we was done.
Are you not jealous, Vic?
No.
Really? Not at all?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, this is the thing I have to say about Vic, though. That Vic, he doesn't get jealous. And that's kind of like the thing that's what I like about him, is that he doesn't get jealous. Because imagine, like, I'm in the clubs over the years. I'm at all these places, and he never once, like... And people would say that, too, right?
Like what?
They would say, like, oh, I don't want to get your man upset. Or they would be like, is that your security? And I'm like, no, that's Vic. But, like, no, but can I just talk?
Yeah, go ahead, go.
Thanks. He... No, but he doesn't get like worked up about any of that, and that was really what is really important to me as far as being with somebody. Because imagine I'm like with somebody that would get like jealous, like in my business. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, and there's no room. Excuse me.
I'm listening to you.
And when there's no room for feelings either, right? Because like if I'm out there doing what I got to do, I'm out working and hustling and stuff. He can't be all. Like I've had, some people have told me that are in this business, like one guy that I know, he's a DJ. The girlfriend was mad because he wasn't paying enough attention to her when he was DJing at a party. Why is he supposed to be paying attention to her?
That's deep.
He's working.
Listen.
No, I'm just saying. But that's a legitimate problem.
Well,
when you're working in the entertainment industry, you need somebody that has your back and isn't going to cause issues like that for you. That's all.
Well, I think what happens is...
Hi, Max!
Max is over there.
What's going on?
This is Davis. That's it. All right. Soon.
Dinner soon.
I know, me too.
We're having frozen chicken parmesan.
We'll be all right. That's it. Yeah, because we had...
No, it's good, though. It's good.
We had to do this show tonight, so we had to change it up. Anyway.
So it's 100 of 10 just said that's a toxic girlfriend, and you're exactly right about that. If someone is bothering you when you're working and won't let you do what you got to do, that person is toxic. And that person's getting in the way of your growth and your success. Vic is so mad at me right now. He's like, so I want to go eat chicken parmesan. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's mad. He wants chicken parm.
No,
he really wants it.
Before we go, right, so I'm just going to...
So we're going to do this every Thursday at 7, right?
Right.
Okay.
So before we go, what I'm just going to say is, all right, I've been in the club business for a very long time.
Okay. Were you involved in the club business during the crack era or after?
After.
Okay. I want to be clear.
All right. So I see a lot that goes on.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have time to be concerned with everybody be flirting,
right,
hitting on you or whatever. So as long as they're staying respectful.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A few times there were people that were a little disrespectful.
Yes, and they had to be...
Like someone grabbed my ass at Stage East one time.
And they had to be dealt with.
Grabbed my ass.
So...
I was like, why are you grabbing my ass?
Right.
You know.
So there's so many other things to think about and that you have to be concerned with.
Right.
And stuff, If her, as a human being, as a woman, right, decides that one of these people who are flirting with her is worth the risk of our relationship, who am I to stop that? So why should I stress myself? Why should I stress myself
Like, what
out
does
about
that
it?
mean?
That means that you are an individual,
Right, I am.
and if you choose that being faithful and dedicated to me is the right thing,
Right, yeah.
who am I to try to convince you of that, or tell you not to do that, or to do that? So why should I be concerned, right, with someone who is flirting in your business,
Right.
in this business,
Right.
from the club to the radio to the club? Sometimes they go hand in hand, sometimes they don't. And so, you know what I mean? Who am I to stress myself out about that in this business?
True. Me, on the other hand, one time we were at Bliss. Does anybody remember Bliss? And Craig was DJing. It turned into Upper on the Rocks later on. And we were there, and me and Vic were just first like seeing each other, and some chick sat on his friggin' lap in front of me in the DJ booth. And I'm just like, so,
I didn't ask her to sit on my
no,
lap.
no, you didn't. So I'm just like,
She was drinking.
who was drinking?
The girl that sat on my lap.
Oh yeah. But I was like, I was confused, and I spoke up.
That's because she loved me.
I was
She
confused.
was in love with me, and she didn't want to see nobody else on my lap but her.
But it was. I was confused.
Oh.
No, I was.
She was in love.
Yo.
Early. It was the bald head.
And I'm not. Jackie said that happened to her too. Yeah. But it's also on the man to check that girl, and he didn't. He thought it was funny, and so I told her how I felt about it, and I told her to get the off his lap.
That was early on in the relationship.
That was early on in the relationship.
Early on.
But
It's up early on.
because I don't like that.
Yes.
I don't like that women that feel so badly about themselves that they have
I
to.
don't know if she felt bad about herself. I kind of think she felt good about herself, and she wanted to share her goodness in my lap and stuff. That's it. I think that's what.
But
happened.
if you know me and you are together.
Yes, that's it. We was having fun.
No,
and stuff
but
like that.
if you know
The
me and
party
you
was
are
going
together,
on.
why is she
Craig
sitting on
G
your
was
lap?
rocking. You know what I'm saying? He was doing, you know, the party was popping and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And we weren't clearly defined yet and stuff. We were early on and stuff. You know what I mean? So, but because you were in love,
I felt I clearly defined it for her.
Yeah, she defined it. You know, that's it. And we've been okay together.
Because I don't like that.
Everything's been great.
I don't like women that try to insert themselves into people's relationships. I don't like that.
No one likes that.
That
right there, you know.
I don't like that.
But on that note, right? You know,
it's like on that. It's like on that note.
Like that. You know, we just
before all
you.
the rest of the show comes out.
We just want to thank y'all and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely for tuning in tonight.
For the first night, it's been a beautiful thing.
This was fun.
Yes, it's been fun. You know, we're gonna do it again. I will be drinking every time we do it, just to let you know. Okay, because
should we get you involved in AA or something?
No, we are in the middle of a pandemic.
Okay, two things you can't say during the rest of the shows is crack era and pandemic.
Listen.
You can't say either of those.
Listen, I'm gonna say what I want to say.
You can't. I'm drawing up a contract.
You don't want to ask me to be on this, so I'm gonna say what I want to say.
Because I think it's good for people to understand that relationships are not cut and dry. Relationships are not all you're gonna live happily ever after. Relationships are every day. It's a struggle. Every day it's a struggle. It's not even.
Every day is not a struggle to me.
Okay, I'm literally. Oh, Ty said hi. I'm literally struggling every day with you. No.
Yes, she's struggling every day.
No, but I'm not struggling.
I'm happy to wake up, and everything else is a bonus. And you know, I deal with it accordingly.
No, but I just want folks to understand, like, this is not. You know, it's just not. No one knows how they're supposed to proceed in relationships,
especially during the pandemic.
Okay, yeah, during the pandemic. We were supposed to say pandemic or cracker anymore.
Listen, I'm going to say what I want to say. But listen, my son's hungry and stuff. I need to go feed him dinner. The dog is hungry, so I need to go feed him some dinner, too. So listen, if you want to continue to talk, that's good to go. Thank you, people.
Stevie said he has a summer fur, and he's coming over.
Oh, God, not over here.
Yo, Vic,
all right, listen,
Vic has real big problems with Stevie's furs.
I'm saying, if he
They're
come,
very stylish, but they get on you sometimes.
Stevie, if you come over here with your fur, I'm gonna shoot you because I'm gonna think it's a wild animal.
Stevie came over here last summer and popped one of our floaties. He got on our flamingo.
Yes.
I love you, Stevie, though.
All
I
right,
do.
but listen. Have a good night. Good night. God, I used to say on Def Jam, good night, God bless. I can't remember, but whatever. Take care.
Good night, God bless.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the Def Jam comedy. That's how Russell Simmons used to come out after Martin Lawrence was hosting it.
I don't remember what they used to say.
Oh God, that's all I watched was Def Jam comedy. That's why I like to laugh.
Was that during the crack era?
That's it, absolutely.
Okay.
That's it. Shout out to Martin Lawrence and stuff. Shout out to
Because he's
Russell
watching
Simmons.
right now, Vic.
Hey, tag him. I don't know.
I'm going to
And stuff
tag
like that.
Martin Lawrence right now.
Yes, and so I told him that story and stuff. When I met him, I told him how, when I used to watch Def.
When did you meet Martin Lawrence?
At Foxwoods.
When?
When he had the Sunday. Shout out to Big Reg. I drove up there with Reg and his wife.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
We weren't getting along.
Yeah, we were fine. You just had to stay home because you was dealing with the kids and you didn't want to go.
So you left me and went to go see Martin Lawrence.
I went with Reg and his wife.
And you left me to go see Martin Lawrence.
Yes, absolutely. And met him afterwards. That's my favorite comedian. That's a
Wait, I don't think I knew you met him. What did you say to him?
I told you. Oh God! That's how you keep on that. Listen, I told him that. I told him that I watched him growing up. I loved him or whatever. I told him he saved my life because I grew up in the Bronx during the crack era. So to go in the house and watch Martin Lawrence kept me from being outside because
every time you say crack era, like there's so many hearts. Every time you say it again.
Crack era.
Like people keep every time it's crack.
Anybody who knows.
Okay. So anyway, this is called Bad Marriage for Life, and we are out of here. We'll see you next Thursday at 7 o'clock, and we're going to discuss further. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.